We're live, and we're glad you're here, everyone. We got ourselves a fun drink along here this month, December 2025, the last month of 2025. If you're not aware, we're drinking Sentinel of the Desert. That's from Whiskey Del Bac out in Tucson, Arizona. Specifically, apparently the only barrel pick they've done at cask strength. That's with Trevor's out in Phoenix area. This is 63% by volume, 126 proof. I like that. I like one that it's Whiskey Del Bac. Two, it's cask strength. Three, it's rare. So thanks for joining us, everyone. We got a few people on the line. Go ahead, Brian. You have something to say.
I know that it is called Sentinel of the Desert, but does your bottle actually say Sentinel of the Desert?
Yep, of the desert.
So I've got batch 2. This is my entry buzz here, batch 2.
Oh.
It just says Sentinel Rye.
And
do you have
Sentinel.
Your bottle?
Wait, so what is the bourbon one? Isn't the bourbon one Sentinel of the Desert? I don't know.
Oh,
but this one, batch 1 says rye.
Yeah,
so maybe it's like a weird misprint kind of thing. Because they named the different one or the bourbon slightly different. So anyway, we'll figure that one out. Maybe someone can look it up for us. We got a few people in the house, Whiskey Shaman being one of them. He said when we asked about the pre-watchers, what are you entry buzzing on? He said, shh, as in, I'll tell you soon. Miles Ferguson on the line and not Kilted 518 for some odd reason. He said Sagamore Rye, which is a good MGP, likely MGP nice. Pre-warm-up for an MGP rye that we're going to be drinking now.
We got Del Bac Dorado from Jim Mathwig here. Very good, very good. I was just drinking out of Jim's Del Bac Glencairn last night.
Nice, love that guy. This is Cody Clark. Says trying to dial in a maize old fashioned or a Mexican themed Christmas dinner with family later. I'm curious, Cody, why the theme? Are you doing Mexican Christmas tonight or something like that? Do you have Mexican in your family, or are you part Mexican? Something's telling me he's not part Mexican.
Ben Klepsik on the Redemption 10. Yeah, the 10-year rye barrel proof. I love that bottle. I didn't remember that Ben had that bottle, but that is good. Very good.
We did that as a drink along once.
Oh, really?
Or no, was it Redemption? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Redemption. Yeah, it was Redemption. No. Yeah, it was Redemption. And it was really good. Remember Peachios?
Nice.
You had like crazy Peachios.
Oh, the Peachios I remember from Nulu, but I actually wrote down all of the previous drink-alongs recently, so I will take a look.
Oh, really?
While you continue.
It was a few years back. It very well might have preceded you. But if you search on YouTube's, you might be able to find it. Here, let me do it.
I got them all right here. Not seeing it though.
Yeah, what's up with that? It was something. Oh man, what was it? It might have been a while ago. Now my
Whiskey Shaman loving what Mark's doing. I reached out. I was like, hey Mark, Brian here, super last minute, 10 minutes to go, but we're going live. We're drinking your thing in case you're hanging out and want to chime in. So that'd be awesome. We might get a hi from Mark in the comments here in a bit, hopefully.
Dude, that'd be killer. I definitely tagged him on the story.
I saw that. Yeah.
Templeton 10-year, not Redemption. Silly me.
Silly.
Yeah, so we got Sean Ciaro in the house. Just woke up from a nap. Good for you, Sean. I wish. Yeah, my daughter, I believe, is napping now. So poor.
Good. My entry buzz was a iced latte, which was delicious.
Nice. Oh, nice.
So I'm jazzed here. We got Dan McMillan drinking a 6-year New Riff Rye. Very good. Dan shared some New Riff with me before. That's very good.
Nice. Miles is complimenting my beard. I just haven't trimmed it. I mean, I've like done the edges of it, but I haven't trimmed it. So maybe that's why I probably should give it a little trim. But if you like it, maybe I'll keep it.
It's all about what Heather likes.
Yeah. No, I think Ben Klepsik is right. It was a regular 10-year redemption was a. Was it? No, I don't think it was.
Ben. Thanks, Ben. Now he's going to have to go look.
old. What was the Jim Beam one? Old. Was it Overholt? It wasn't Overholt.
We
No,
did
that
Overholt.
What was the one
Oh,
we did? We picked
so
it up in
you're hung up on 10-year rye. Yeah. I picked
yeah,
up
it
an old
was
Overholt 10.
Overholt 10 year. Yeah. That was we did an
Yeah.
episode on that, but we've apparently never done, at least on YouTube's redemption 10 year. Or even a redemption to begin with.
Oh, it's got to be in the pool though.
It probably is, yeah. So
it is in the pool. Oh no, wait, it was in the pool. We did it season 3, episode 2.
Oh, but we don't mention that in the title, so that's why. Okay, Mr. Klepsig was onto something. So anyway, guys, we're drinking Sentinel Rye Cask Strength, the only cask strength barrel pick thus far, at least what I've been told. Why don't we crack this and start things going?
Yeah,
and people can talk about their notes as we go. So here's the cork pop of the episode. Oh, that was lame.
Very good, very good. I pre-poured in my very own Del Bac Glen here.
Nice. I should have too. I got one of those. I got new glasses. They look similar to the ones I have. They're just a little bigger. Ben has these glasses, I am aware, because I recommended them to him. No, he got them from a few years back, I want to say. But I was like, I had them on my Amazon wish list for a long time, and then finally someone bought them off my wish list for Christmas. So yeah.
All right. I'm getting a through note here from the Sentinel Batch 2 to this cask strength, and that through note is like dill, like a dill pickle.
Really?
Dill. It's not super heavy. It's not like a Willet Rye 4-year thing, but it's like a sweet dill note that I'm getting on this.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm getting very strong fruity notes off the cask strength. I was entry buzzing on the batch 1, which was my favorite thus far of the Sentinels, but I haven't sipped this one yet, so we'll find out if this beats it.
We got Miles here. Alcohol vapors say high proof. Not too strong, off-putting, spicy with grass. Definitely grass. A little lemon. Yeah, I like the bright lemon there.
Yeah, I'm getting a slightly appley fruity, like typical notes you might get from a well-aged MGP, either bourbon or rye. Some of those, fruity notes.
This has great oiliness on the glass. Like you can see I could see the entire channel up the Glen from where I sipped, and it took forever for it to finally like notch out and start running. That was impressive.
So for those that don't know, what makes Sentinel special is I believe they age the rye in Dorado barrels, and then they filter it through charcoal. That was mesquite charcoal, I think, right before bottling it. I think. Pretty darn sure. Oh, it says it right here. Finished in mesquited barrel staves with you. Oh, so they probably throw the staves in the MGP barrel.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't say. Oh, no. And then it's filtered across mesquite charcoal from our mesquited malting process, the Pima County process. On the first batch, I don't know if anyone remembers this. On the first batch, it says in homage or homage or homage to the Franklin County method, which was a misprint because it should have been the Lincoln County method.
And do you remember how they changed it on batch 2?
No, what did they do?
They didn't make it right. They just said an homage to traditional charcoal mellowing methods.
That's funny.
You don't want to get a cease and desist from Lincoln County or anything.
Another one. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here's the cool thing is that I remember batch 1 was much better than batch 2. Batch 1 says age no less than 2 years. So it's probably around a 2-year MGP rye. Now, on the other hand, what we're drinking today says aged for 4 years. So this is older than batch 1. And batch 1 was way older in taste to me than batch 2 was.
Interesting.
And in fact, Mark Viertaler did follow up and say, yes, batch 2 was younger than batch 1. So we're drinking a well-aged Sentinel here, at least 4 years. Yeah. So I didn't realize it just till now. All right.
Yeah.
Sean,
Miles.
go ahead.
Yeah. Miles seeing the dill a bit, not much fruit.
Sean says, smells very rummy at first. Let me see that.
I
Yeah, I
like
can
that.
see that a little bit.
I could,
Nose,
if I was drinking this blind and then somebody was like, yeah, that's a rum finished rye, I'd be like,
I
yeah,
believe it.
okay. I totally get it. Yeah.
Yeah. He says nose has a scotch tape, fresh fruit, juicy fruit, and some blueberry and grape.
Yeah. Vegetal for Ben for sure. As
Mhm.
I keep eating
Me and Brian keep undoing the hiding and re-showing the comment.
I love it. Yeah. But
Um,
vegetal all around. Totally agree.
so I can see Sean Ciaro saying minerally and juicy peach. Let me see about that juicy peach. I
Mhm.
get a little of that. It's so what I noticed on the palate was it was very dry on the finish. Surprisingly dry to me on the finish for a rye. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Jim adding water early. I'm with you, actually. I do have my pores separated out today like a professional.
Like a
So I'm
volley.
adding I'm gonna go a little healthy. I'm with my water. I'm gonna go 6 drops here
Oh,
in
dang.
probably half ounce or 3/4,
All
which
right.
in all
Going for it.
reality probably doesn't lower the proof much.
Which is crazy. It's a cool revelation we figured
I
out
know.
recently that like few drops of water doesn't change the proof much. Just kind of opens it
Yeah.
up.
We got Sean on earthy. Yeah. I get,
Hmm.
oh yeah, the fall spices. I can totally see that. It's
Yeah.
like when pumpkin flavored stuff isn't very no, I'm not saying pumpkin specific note, but like some places will have pumpkin syrup like really sugary, like I like it, but then
Hmm.
other places it'll be like more of a natural pumpkin. I feel like this is like more of the like natural fall spices.
There is to me, it's semi noticeable the mesquite kind of smoky. It's not that noticeable. But you can kind of be like, I think there's some smoke in there or some mesquite wood in there. To me, I notice it. I think I notice it at least. It's not prevalent though. It's not like the first note you think of though. It's more rye whiskey than it is smoky,
Totally agree. Totally agree. Very rye prominent. Digging the anise. Yeah, I can
which was a Ben
that
Clepson call. Yeah,
yeah, it's like a spicy tea kind of anise
yeah,
spiced. Yeah.
yeah. Whiskey Shaman hitting us up saying grape skin and spiced orange. Give me green grape skin and spiced orange. Let's see about that.
Mm. Yeah, Dan here. Juniper. Yeah, like I get that like spicy, sharp herbal. Yeah.
I can see a little bit of that on the finish, especially with some water. Miles Ferguson says Patricia, his wife, got sour apples on the nose. Give me a moment, Patricia.
Yeah. And for himself, yeah, Miles is saying so much apples.
Hmm. Yeah, I am not getting the sour apples. Although I think typically I am very sensitive to green apples, like on weeded Buffalo Trace products. I always get like green apples on like Weller and Pappy and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Much drier than I imagine. Even with water, it is dry to me on the finish. It's like almost astringent kind of mouth wicking, drying out the mouth kind of lack of
Right.
sweetness, especially for a rye from MGP.
Yeah.
Find an
But
issue.
in like finished, at least finished in a hot climate. So I don't know
Yeah,
however many months it was. Well, so okay, if this is 4 years and Sentinel only came out maybe 2 to 3 years ago, then that means
not necessarily. They could have
yeah, I
bought the
guess.
4 year barrel from MGP,
Yeah, true.
but it could have been. That'd be interesting. I mean, 126 is a high proof for a 4 year rye.
Yeah. I'll take
Um,
Sean's side. I'm not on the fruity train with everyone else on with the
mm.
apples, but yeah, I'm more spices for sure.
Miles is saying yes to the anise. I'm not getting black licoricey kind of anisey on this one, but Miles Ferguson says this one's a winner. We'll see a high score from him, no doubt.
I do really like the water pour. I think the water pour is better than neat for me. And that's with a good 6 to 8. I actually put 2 more drops in afterwards.
Nice.
I think it's it softens up the sharp edges a bit. It softens up the vegetal spicy side. It kind of brings out a little more sugars. Just in general, I think it's a more elegant and soft pour with water.
Mm-hmm. Ben says with water, burnt orange peel. I am, I at first was like, I don't know about that, but weirdly, like after sipping like 30 seconds ago, I am getting a little bit on the finish.
Yeah, like toasty fruit.
Yeah, almost like an old fashioned, with a little bit of like even the bitters of an old fashioned kind of match this. So
yeah. Too hot for Patricia. I love it. High proof, making it too dry. Yeah. You'll just have to maybe go like half and half water. You can water it down to about 80 proof. So give us some 80 proof tasting notes.
So let me just say, Patricia, nothing's too hot for Patricia because she married Miles Ferguson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, nothing's too hot for Patricia Ferguson. We got did we mention this? Whiskey Shaman said, "Is this 95.5?" I imagine so. Nothing on the bottle should suggest that it is either yes or no.
I'm like
definitely
so
MVP,
sure. So sure that I remember in Del Bac's early marketing materials that they like explicitly said
That's
that
a
it
great
was
point.
95.5 MGP rye.
I mean, how many MGP ryes are there? There's probably a lot, but what is the percentage that aren't 95.5 is the question. So
right. More herbal with water from Dan. I'm curious, like this like spicy, still like the juniper, like sharp herbal, or is it more like this, like it brought it from spicy herbal to more like fresh cut grass for me with water. So it kind of made it so it wasn't as harsh, I guess.
So before I get to Sean's comment, who agrees with you, he says water helps a lot, and I just undid what I just originally said. But I will say the nose with ice is the best nose yet for me.
Oh, ice!
I think
Yeah,
it's pretty
let's do
good.
that.
Oh, before we go any further, hey, whoever wants to hang on the line, we're going to be doing a reentry buzz live after this without exiting. So just keep on the line if you want to watch how the sausage is made, if you know what I mean. And but in the meantime, ice pour.
How the sausage is made.
Great ice pour.
We're gonna blind taste sausage and tell you what geographical region it's from. Yeah,
this is from the certain region of Spain.
That.
Yeah,
let's start a sausage podcast.
Let's do that. Dude, I bet that would do even better.
I told you about the butter thing, right? My buddy Rob started getting these TikToks of like this guy who's like a butter connoisseur, and he's got like spreadsheets of all the butter that he knows in existence, and like people's like rankings and his rankings, and he does reviews of butter. And it's I love it. The parallels are obviously perfectly there between this and whiskey, and I just love that there's somebody out there doing that with butter.
So two things. Well, three things. First of all, the ice pour is best to me. On nose and palate. But Miles says water mutes the nose, but totally with Ben on the burnt orange peel. Like it with water as well. And then Miles says, can I get a recording of that? We probably can. We'll make that up. Maybe one day when we make shorts, that'll be a short. Yeah.
Getting more water orange with the water pour from Cody. Nice tingle on the mouth. But I tell you, I'm getting the most orange, and I'm finally seeing the black licorice with ice. I do totally agree.
It.
I think I'd buy a bottle of this for this to be my ice pour. This is the high proof version of something for your summertime back porch with an ice cube sipper kind of thing.
Yeah. No, this is good. Chiaro says, after proofing it down, that classic peach ring from a good MGP rye comes through. I agree. Especially with the ice pour. There's a little bit of peach in there.
Yeah, rounding out with water from Dan. Good, totally agree. Ice's best pour here, Sean Sierra. Everyone's agreeing. Ice haters, Ben. Podcast is already a sausage. That's true.
Always been. Always been.
Ben, I know you're an ice hater, and anyone else out there who's an ice hater, do it for this one. This is a
So,
do the ice for sure.
oh yeah. Ben's been around since the very beginning, and Ben knows what I say when I say, um, when you put it in your mouth, it gets thicker, and
Man, that's a
and that makes
classic.
the sausage feel makes more sense because sausage, as we know, expands when we chew on it. So,
All right.
what do you what? Oh, get your mind out of the gutter, Brian. I
Cole,
was talking about
Cole.
fresh Italian sausage.
I'm sure
Anyway.
you were, Cole.
What is Cody
Non-barrel
Clark
proof.
saying?
Yeah, let me go back to the batch two here.
No way.
Cody,
21
I'll tell you.
bucks? Well, it's because
Yeah.
it's a less than 2-year rye, probably.
Well, I mean, it is the purpose of this release. Sentinel
Mm,
is a cocktail whiskey. Like this
yeah.
isn't
It's true.
this
They've
isn't
always said that.
supposed to be a fine sipping
Mhm.
whiskey.
Yeah.
We're just appreciating it, hopefully more than the average consumer here.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan McMillan says, I do really like the ice pour. Everyone's on
Mhm.
board. Great ice pour.
Dude, imagine a full-on old fashioned with the
Mhm.
cast strength
You're
Sentinel
pretty
with a
good.
big ice cube in it. That Yeah, I
And
I
the
originally decided to not get myself a bottle of this. I might have to go back. I
Mhm.
know they're still there at Trevor's, by the
Nice.
way, the cast
So
strength.
the dryness, I'm still getting a little dryness, though the ice pour is the best, but a little bit of simple syrup or sugar that goes with the old fashioned would be great with this. It would really even it out.
Absolutely. Various pairings of whiskey and sausage. I love it. Except I am not, if I eat food with any kind of spice,
Mhm.
it
Oh,
makes
it's true. Can't be
all
spicy.
whiskey taste like an inferno in my mouth.
Yeah.
If my mouth is tingling from food spice, I cannot drink whiskey. It's like Elijah Craig 18 or bust if I'm drinking whiskey
Yeah.
with food.
So I was in Colorado recently this week for family Christmas stuff, and my sister was like, "Hey, show me a whiskey that I would like," and I was like, "Perfect! I just got a 5-year, 5.5 year Wilderness Trail weeded bourbon," and I'm like, "What's more agreeable than that?" And she tried it, and she was like, "No, no, 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 no," and I was like, "Why is that?" And I sipped it, and I was like, "No, this isn't amazing as I remember," but I realized I ate something spicy for dinner. We
Ah,
both did and
yeah.
it really threw off our palate. And I was like, "Oh, I just ruined my sister because she thinks that all whiskey tastes like that." When in fact, it was just kind of ruined by the spicy palate. So,
Yeah. So on the ice pour from Sean,
mhm,
and ice making it an
I
interesting
agree.
sweet bomb, sugary, like high proof. It stands up to the ice. I feel like that's what I usually say, and I totally agree. And
Yeah.
as far as like being a interesting, sugary, thicker pour, going back and finishing my low proof Sentinel batch two, it does. I think the cast strength absolutely stomps the original
I
Sentinel
agree.
Rye. Like
I
with the
agree.
fact that a cast strength bottling exists of this, I don't think I'd ever sip the original Sentinel Rye neat again. Like I think it'd
Yeah.
stick to its cocktail
Yeah.
whiskey territory, but the cast strength has so much more viscosity, oily
Mhm.
sugars, and some fruit, especially with ice. Whereas the original low proof Sentinel Rye kind of sticks to a herbal rye and not nearly as much sugars and honey and thickness.
Yeah. Miles is like, I need to try this with a cocktail. Too bad
Mhm.
he's only got 2 ounces total, which some of it he's poured. But if you got any left, Mr. Ferguson, make a cocktail
Yeah.
out of it, or come
Well,
up to Virginia and see me.
if anyone wants a bottle of this, hit me up too, because I'm sure we can find a way to get
Oh,
you one.
true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
Mr. Rapp is very good at the courier route. So
That's
yeah.
true. Yes. I'm very familiar with the courier glutes.
Mm.
Yeah, amazing and
So
old fashioned. I love it. Go ahead.
funny story. Little digression because we're ahead of time. My wife and I have this joke, and someone you'd appreciate is involved with this joke. It's Mr. Why do I keep saying Mr.? It is Josh Groban, and any Josh Groban song with the dance move I'd like to call. And so my wife will like will basically any Josh Groban song she'll hear where we're not in the view of any other people besides maybe our children who wouldn't understand what's going on. We'll do the as we listen to Josh Groban, like you raised me up. And so I don't know why I brought that up. I had a really good point.
It's probably because I've met Josh Groban in real life. That's what you were getting at.
That wasn't why it came up, though. Where do we leave off? I don't know. Someone's gonna laugh at their connection, but I don't remember the connection. So anyway,
all right.
Oh, it was the glutes on the courier. So he raises me up too. Yeah. So anyway, I usually have half these samples and try at a later date. I like this so much that I'm going to finish it. Hey, cheers, Mr. Why do I keep saying Mr. Sean Ciara?
I love it. No, you got to stick with it now. You got to call everyone Mr. now,
Mr.
including
Groban.
Mr. Mouth Cody Clark. Fully redeemed
right.
yourselves for using ice every time today. It really works. You know, it's always, you got to do it for science. And it's really interesting the times that it finally works.
Ben's got a good point. Don't need bitters. If you're just going to add a little sugar, you might not even need the aromatic bitters you typically put in. Oh, Ben brings up a really good point too. I noticed this as well. It's probably worth mentioning that it is colder when you add ice.
You know, nobody mentioned that. People added ice and nobody mentioned that. That must be a really rare note. That
must be really embarrassing for all you people that didn't mention it.
Right. Oh, good. Yeah, make a mini old fashioned, man. You got to measure out like what 0.3 ounces of simple syrup with your
half dash of
yeah, right. Yeah. Put your finger over the tiny little bitters hole and
exactly. Half dash. And Ben brings up a great point as well. It also is more volume than before, which is kind of like our infinite whiskey hack that we like to mention.
Yeah.
So.
Again, no one mentioned that. I can't believe it. Yeah. Okay. That. Well, Sean also noticed the colder note. So props to Sean.
Nice.
And there's more in the glass. Okay. They're getting it. They're coming around.
People understand. People know. Yeah.
They're
Miles says, I always have half a sample left, usually go back to neat, but this time I'll do the rest with ice. Or no, you got to do it in an old fashioned. Miles, let us know too how it goes. So
definitely.
All right, guys. It might be time for scores, rankings, or ratings. I am formulating. I always think first in the numerical, and then you always think in the alpha one. Let me look. Rating scale. I give this. Oh, it's hard. How do I go between this and that? Okay, I'm gonna give it a B minus.
Double
clearly, it doesn't clearly stand out as B would. There are more pros than cons, though, and has positive, memorable features. On the numerical score, though, I'm going to give this a 8.75. This is good. That's good. I could drink this, and I would love to try this in an old fashioned. It would be very worth it. Is it Hubba to what? No. Is it near that? Maybe. But I give it a B minus, not yet a C plus. But I also, 8.75. Good stuff. What do you guys think? Oh, Ben says 9.15, which I respect.
Nice.
I respect. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on the B minus territory. And like this is with C being average. So like a whiskey that's a C, I put it on the shelf and it just blends in and I forget that it exists. So working my way up from there, B minus is more pros than cons. Positive memorable features. The oiliness, the viscosity here, and the fact that it stands the ice so well is super fun. I think those are all positive, memorable features, and I will remember that about this whiskey. And like Cole said, with B being clearly stands out, I don't think that this clearly stands out. Where like considering Sentinel is geared to be a cocktail whiskey, this being a cask strength version of something that's geared to be a cocktail whiskey, that just means that it's going to make even more fantastic old fashions. So yeah, I think B minus is a solid section for this to be in. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. I love how Sean gave a score with without ice and with ice, 5.5 without, 8 with, and he reminds them how good Redbreast cast strength is on ice. And I want everyone to know that cast strength Redbreast is best, and I love neat Redbreast 12. So cast strength
Right.
best.
Yeah. Ben says complex and interesting. Yeah, worthy ice. Good. Always good to make Ben say something's worthy of
True.
ice.
It's true. Dan McMillan agrees. Ice is better at 8.5.
Hmm. Yeah, and yeah, as far as like hierarchy goes, I'm ice, water,
Yeah,
neat for
I
sure. I
agree.
think yeah, ice was just the most fun. But yeah, we got Miles saying 9.1, maybe
Yeah,
not
it's a good
in the
score.
absolute sense,
Yeah,
but it was just enjoyable in every form. So yeah,
yeah, for
love it.
sure.
Yeah,
Jim
Jim kind of liked
Masway,
it too.
yeah, Tucson man himself. Tucson.
That's right.
Um, Tucson, what is that guy's name again? Paul Hogan. Tucson Paul Hogan says 8.5. Yeah,
Love it. Yeah. And even if you live in Tucson, you got to drive up to Phoenix to get a bottle of this,
that's
apparently.
true. Trevor's. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, we got Cody here, 8.2. Not bad at all. Neat. Would love
Yeah.
to see how the regular goes as a
Yeah.
cocktail. Yeah, for sure. And I can confirm because I had a batch one that I finished already, and I used
Mhm.
it primarily as a cocktail mixer, and it worked out great. And my
Yeah.
batch two, now I'll tell you what's going to happen is the batch two is going to be a cocktail mixer again, and I'll go get the cast strength version so that I can sip it on ice.
Nice. All right. We need some hopes. We're closing out. But before the
Mm.
reminder that those who are interested, hang in there after the hopes and the closing out because we're going to do a live reentry buzz episode, season 11. And hang in there if you want to see how the sausage is made, as I always say. And but yeah, what are your hopes, everyone? I'll start with the one hope. I hope that everyone had a great Christmas.
That's what I was going to say. So I'll say, I hope everyone's kids who has kids had a great Christmas. And if you don't have kids and you
Yeah.
have pets, I hope your pets had a great Christmas. And if you
Yeah.
don't have kids or pets, I hope you had a great Christmas.
I mentioned this to Brian and Robbie. We were in a group text, and Beck was so grateful for her gifts. Like, she would say thank you before she even ripped the paper, and I was like, this is
Oh.
the greatest gift of all, is a grateful child on Christmas morning. So I hope everyone who has children felt similarly. Hey, Whiskey Shaman. Well, first of all, a guy named Rizzled9504. We love that you joined us, mister. Thanks for the peace sign and the whiskey glass.
Is that Mark
Uh,
Viertaler? Is that Mark? No, I'm
Dude,
kidding.
what if it is? What is 9504? I got to know what
Yeah,
9504 is.
yeah, right.
So Whiskey Shaman, 8.25, solid 8.25, which I dig. Oh,
Yes,
yes, the
yes.
Eagles play today. Hope the Birds, hope for a Birds. Who are they playing, Sean? I'm an Eagles fan. I'm from Philadelphia. We're
I'm
both
so
from
glad you read
mostly
that one
Philadelphia.
because I was gonna have to ask
Brids?
who the Brids were.
No, no, this was the Birds.
Oh,
No.
that's great. I love it. Yeah.
Miles says, "Happy New Year brings. Hope a new year brings many more drink alongs. Yes, it will. And January will bring a new shipment via the courier of drink along samples. We have like five or four or five upcoming ones, so we're loaded. We
Lined
have
up.
plenty of setup ones, including what's next. I'm very
Yeah,
excited.
right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently Eagles fans famously can't spell.
Yeah, I'm from Philly. I can't spell. So my mom's family's all from Philadelphia, and they always say the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, and they also say Wooder, and they also call my niece or my cousin Erin. They call her Erin, but they're from like north of Philly, which is where the accent really like digs in a little bit. So Sean would
Oh, that's
understand.
great. I've definitely heard Eagles before. I've heard
Oh
that.
yeah, the Eagles. Yeah.
Oh, baby,
Um,
lock and load the drink along samples. Lock and load.
yeah. Lock and load with that gluteus
Wait,
maximus courier. Yeah.
do we know what it is? Do we want to tease? What
Yeah,
do
let's
we
tease
want
a
to
little
tease?
bit. We know
Let's
it's
go.
the Dad's Hat is one of them. We also know a La Flamme single barrel from J. Henry and
Hey,
Sons.
Henry, that was our
Mhm.
favorite one when we were there.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got the Sazerac 100 proof. It's become more prevalent on the market, but we thought we were a little early with that one, but it's worth trying either way.
Yeah.
Sazerac 100
Maybe
proof.
we'll do
Although
that one
apparently
first.
the 125 is already out on the market. Apparently, I don't know about everywhere,
Yeah.
but in some markets, the 125 proof, which is basically Thomas H. Handy,
Right.
has hit the market. So,
And I've heard people say it's as good as Thomas H. Handy, but yeah,
oh,
125
that's good
has
to
not
hear.
made it to Arizona yet, but it is like orderable from nationally shipping websites and stuff.
Really?
So
Let's
yeah,
do that. Do you?
dude,
Oh,
I
we
know,
tried
right?
that, didn't we? Did we? Didn't you
No,
send me that? Okay, you sent
I
me
haven't
something
had the
else.
125. Yeah.
No, no, you sent me a link to. I think it was the 125 Saz. Was it?
Oh yeah, that
It just
shipper
didn't
was
work out.
not
Yeah, they didn't
working
ship to our
correctly.
states. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Whiskey Shaman. Before we close out, Whiskey Shaman says, "Here's to a prosperous new year." And Miles Ferguson says, "J. Henry, awesome." One last
Mhm.
hope from you, Mister Rap, and then I'll close it
Uh,
out.
I
Before we
hope
don't close it out.
I hope that Emma sleeps for another hour so we can do the reentry buzz without her waking up.
Napping.
Shh, shh.
I hope Gray sleeps for another hour. But most of all, friends, family, hang in there till we do the reentry buzz live. But most of all, we hope that our love of whiskey lifted your spirits. All right, hang in there, everyone. I gotta rinse these glasses, and then we are
Yeah,
going to be live on the recording of the reentry buzz. So give me a second. I'll be right
yeah.
back.
I got to get more Glens too.
I gotta do the secondary really quick. Beck wants to say hi. Say hi real quick, Beck. Look who it is, everybody. It's our favorite listener.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
Hi.
You're so silly. Yeah, why don't you use real words? Use real words. All right, BB. Say one big hi, and then I gotta continue recording. Oh, we love you.
Hi.
Everyone here thinks you're amazing.
Yeah.
Mr. Ben Klepsig says, "Hi, Beck," and that is amazing. All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, I love you. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Mwah. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.
My unicorn.
Your unicorn? Yeah, we'll bring that back. We'll bring that back.
Okay.
Love you, Sugar Bear. Thanks for the hug. Love you,
I
Mommy.
love Daddy.
Bye. I'll be done soon. Oh, it's always fun to see Beck. All right, let me shake out these glasses.
Over the weekend, you can still hear me, right?
Yep.
I got some really good dad-dads, and Jim got some really good papas, and we got some good mimis too for Patty.
Oh, Patty.
So good. And like the other day we were on a walk around the neighborhood, and so Sam was pushing Emma in the stroller, and I was kind of walking next to the stroller, and Emma just turned her head to look at me, and she just goes, "Dad."
Oh,
And I was like,
so big. You're like, dude. All right, Cody Clark, pick a number between 1 and 5. Hopefully he's still on. He's totally still on. We're waiting, Mr. Cody. Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 169. Nice.
Nice.
I have it.
Please hold. All right, boom shakalaka. Got it.
Let's do this. Woo, 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 woo. No, I'm just shaking out my glass. All right, here we go. I have a good feeling about this one. Yep, here's my cap. Wait.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, 169. Nice. Ooh, nice dark pour. Not too dark.
Darker
dark
than
enough.
Sentinel.
Yes, probably. Yeah. All right. Here's how we do it. Here's how the
Cole,
sausage is made, everyone.
Did you get any whiskey for Christmas?
Yes, from Mr. Whiskey Shaman. That's it.
There weren't any. There weren't any from
my family's scared to give me whiskey.
from Mr. Husband? There weren't any from your wife to you bottles that you got?
No, not necessarily. She one time she got me a really good bottle. This was like in 2016. She got me
worked
the
with a shop owner,
2014.
right?
Yeah, she talked to them and was like, "Hey, I am Cole's husband or Cole's wife. What do you got that would be a good gift?" And he was like, "Oh, I got you." He got a 2014 Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon, which was the best of the
Ooh.
Toasted Barrel releases from them.
Very cool. Very
All right.
cool.
Let me write down
Yeah.
the time. REB.
Okay, sure.
This is 10.4
Yeah,
or 11.4.
Get the old spreadsheet up.
And then we're gonna start at 4:30. You good with that?
No, yes.
Okay. 4:30 or 40:30.
Season 11,
right.
episode 4. Okay.
All right, let's do this, everyone. Join us. We'll try to get as many comments as possible. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the live reentry buzz that we like to call the post drink along reentry buzz. This is season 11, episode 4, and as far as I know, we are 2-3 on results this season. For those who know, Mr. Bryan is up 2-1 this season, and I don't know why I keep saying Mr. And so Mr. Sean Ciaro says, Mr. Cole is scaring me on how aggressive he is with those glass shakes. Which I was shaking out my glass to get all the water out. But we are doing it live. We're having fun, and we just pour 169 out of our almost 200 plus. It's not even almost. It is 200 plus samples that we have in our reentry buzz pool. We have no idea what this is. We know it's a whiskey, and that's about it. Why don't we get into it? We'll sniff, we'll sip, we'll tell you how much. This is usually your part, Brian. So I'm screwing it up already.
This is the best ever. Keep going. You're good.
It's so funny because I'm like more tenured in this, and I like usually can like just let it go, but I'm ruining it. So anyway, sniff, sip, and tell you how much we'd pay for it. Let's go. One sniff, one sip. Ooh. I don't know if I love it.
That was 2 sniffs. Disqualified.
I know, right? Automatic win.
I'll take another.
Brian.
I'll take another sniff. I'll even it up.
Interesting. I have very distinct notes on this. And they are very different. And I'm going to write them down first when I explain my notes, because they are very different notes. It's like basically saying bacon and jalapenos at the same time. Like, it's like, yes, they can go together, but they're very different notes.
That is a funky part, but how much would you pay for it?
50 a bottle.
I visited a distillery, and this was their novelty bottle, and I thought that it was cute, so I bought it for $25.
I could see that. All right, now that we've given our how much would you pay for it, we'll take our notes, we'll take our guesses. We'll see you on the other side of this quick break. All right, write down the time. 43:20.
Yeah, let me copy my stuff down.
Man, now we got to write down all our notes. So what do we got? We got Mr. Cody Clark says 3-year-old mermaid cloak. Yes, that's so great. Whiskey Sound says cheers. Or wait, oh no, Mr. Mom 310 says Whiskey Shaman cheers. They must be friends.
Oh, nice.
Cheers, everyone from Northeast Oklahoma. And when he said NE, I saw Nebraska, and I was like, wait, is this suddenly Cody Clark? And it's not.
Nebraska, Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, Nebraska, as opposed to Nebraska, Oklahoma.
Oklabraska, yeah.
Yeah, Oklabraska. They're close. They're a few states away. Would be wild if this was tequila. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Right.
Sniff more than once makes you a stalker.
Does that mean everyone gets one free sniff? Is that what that means?
That should be it. All right, let's write some notes.
Should be cool.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
What did I say?
You
All
said
right,
that should be
nose.
it.
Yeah. I'm a stalker. No, I'm kidding.
The whiskey
Nose.
stalker.
Nose. What is the nose on this, John? It's a great nose. Certainly sweet. That's one thing I'll give away.
Yeah, I have a very, very clear and prominent nose note.
Me too.
And it's actually on the palate too.
Yeah, me too. But then it turns into something very different on the palate after a second.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
Reminder to Brian that I can't go too long on this. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Succinct.
All right.
It's definitely the most peated whiskey I've ever had. Oh, I said that out loud. Definitely the most peated whiskey I've ever drank. It. All right, let me sip again. We got more people watching on the reentry buzz than the drink on.
Yeah, did Viertaler finally join? Mark, say hi.
Maybe he's Mr.
Mark.
Mom. I don't know. Hey, Mingo's in for the record.
Hey, there we
What up,
go.
Mingo? Thanks for joining.
Oh yeah, I guess if you are just tuning in now, we are doing a live reentry buzz. So Cole and I are very studiously and seriously drinking whiskey blind and taking notes. This is not a flashy performance of a show now. This is a seeing how the sausage is made show now.
I'm finishing my notes.
Yeah, me too. All right, whatever. Oh man, actually, okay. So I just started on guesses, and normally I can fire off like type secondary grain, but now I'm like, wait a minute, but what is it?
Yeah, I'm between Isle of Scotch and Indian peated.
I was thinking Australian single malt. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Changing my answer.
I was thinking Mongolian corn whiskey.
Yeah. This is hard on type.
I know.
Hard. I'm just gonna wing it.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Yeah. You. All right. I'm gonna say that's gonna be rice grain. Oh, I said that out loud again.
Dude, so weird. All right. Do I really want to do that though? Yes.
It is weird. If the type I'm thinking is the type, it is a weird version of this type. That's for sure. You guys are all waiting with bated breath or whatever they say.
I know, right?
But you'll see when we're on the other side of this break. Well, you'll be like, what is this? Like, you'll be like, all these notes we're gonna give, we're gonna be like, what happened? Hopefully it's not something someone sent that's like, oh, this is the best thing I ever drank, which usually doesn't happen, for the record. And if it does, sorry, we're trying to be honest here. Wow.
All right. I am everything but Brandon Distillery and Score.
Oh, I gotta think of Proof and Age.
Proof and Age. That's it. Proof and Age. That'd be a cool like bar name.
Flock and Haze.
Proof and Age. Yeah. Flock and Haze.
Flock and Haze's brothers. Proof. Age. That and finished. I don't know.
Keep going. No, keep going.
Finished, maybe. Yeah, nah. No, I don't know. I have no idea. What kind of bottle is this?
A glass one.
Yeah, it's true. It's definitely not a plastic bottle.
Actually,
Definitely not. What's that like classic like plastic handle bottle? That's like I want to say it's like Kentucky Gentleman or something like that. Like it's like not great.
I'm sure there are plenty that
Fleischmann's. Yeah. It's not that bad.
Ben thinks it's a Yugoslavian 4-grain French oak finish. Actually, I mean, honestly, if I
Wouldn't be
drank
surprised.
this and someone told me, "Oh yeah,
Mhm.
by the way, that's a Yugoslavian whatever," I would have been like, "Yes, I can totally see that."
Yeah. What's that Australian or that New Zealand bourbon you put in the pool?
Clarkville.
Right. Clark.
It's a red corn whiskey, Clarkville.
Okay.
Dude, that'd be awesome if that's what this was.
Yeah, it'd be
Awesome that
impressive
we
for that.
I mean, statistically, that would be awesome that we pulled that because there's
Yeah.
so freaking many samples in there.
Yeah. All right. Bottle. This is. Let me take one more sip. Last sip, everyone. Dang it. I hate that there's 2 notes to this whiskey.
Dude,
And they're very different notes.
All right, whatever.
Man, I hate that. All right, bottle and score. Let me just do the score real quick. All right, got the score. Bottle. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, I'm just gonna pick some random that I know is still in the pool.
I have answers written down because I know you're on a time crunch, but and I was just trying to see if I could think of anything other than that, but I just can't.
All right, you good?
Yep.
All right, I'll write down the time. 52:35. 52:35. 52.
All right, you want to come back from this one?
No.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we guessed to the best of our abilities. Cole's got some notes for you. He's going to go first. Cole, let's hear it.
These notes were weird. I basically said during the break that there are 2 notes to this whiskey. One of them, well, you'll see both of them. Okay, so on the nose, I said sweet. It reminds me of vanilla icing. That was the first note I got. Definitely vanilla icing note is what I wrote. On the palate, though, it changed a little bit. Got a second note in there. I said vanilla icing is still there, but it's definitely sweet and somewhat novelty whiskey feeling. But then the grass comes in strong. And on the finish, I said grass and vegetal definitely continue. Regardless, this is sweet, but this cannot be a big distillery. Maybe a smaller one is what I wrote on the notes.
All right. So my notes for you here. So this, weirdly enough, the first note I wrote down is big sniffer. This is one that Cole can get his nose down in and go and just like go for like 10 seconds. Because there's like zero ethanol on this. And the primary note that I got on this was maple. This was a maple bomb. This is maple for days for me.
Like
and that
maple
showed up
bacon donuts. I could see that.
Like maple bacon donuts. This is literally distilled maple bacon donuts. So for secondary grain, I said maple bacon donuts. On the palate. So big maple on the palate for sure. But there's this like a really weird musty quality to this. Like wet leaves, like forest floor. Like there's a very like I'm out in the woods and it's damp and but
Yeah.
not in a good way, because there's
Mhm.
there's really old 20-year bourbons that exude qualities like this. This is absolutely not that. This is a I don't know how you guys did this, because it's
Mhm.
got a weird artificial version of that going on.
Mhm.
um for the finish, it's just weak, and weak is kind of the name of the game on this, with what I said about the nose and everything. It's just kind of weak and has weird artificial maple flavors, watery,
Mhm.
oaky. That's about it for me on the notes. So I guess I'll go first then on guesses if you're ready.
Yeah.
So this is so weird on the palate. This is such a weird pour that I said, what's the classically weird archetype for me? And that's American single malt. So I went
Mhm.
ASM on this one. Maple
Yeah.
bacon donuts. It sounds like a stripper name. Maple now on the floor, maple bacon donuts.
Different than Maple Fields, as Ben would understand. So shout out to Mr. Klepsig.
Type, I said American single malt. Secondary grain, I said no. For brand, I couldn't get the maple out of my head, so I said 13th Colony. And
Nice.
distillery, I said MGP.
Ooh.
I know, but
I didn't
honestly,
think of that. But yeah, it's
on
not yeah.
honestly, I think this pour is worse than 13th
Yeah.
Colony 113 was.
113.
I
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
genuinely believe this pour is worse to me than
Yeah,
13th Colony
I
113.
agree.
I did say that the proof on this, I feel like, is 88. I think that this is
Okay.
a quite
Low.
low proofer. Yep. Age, I said 4. This is absolutely young to me.
Mhm.
Finished, I said yes. I didn't say what though, so I'll say maple.
Nice.
Bottle, I did go for the 13th Colony 113, and for score,
Mhm.
I said C minus. Something not so great is what I wrote
Yeah.
down about this. It's just it's not bad, but you sip it and you're
Mhm.
like, how did you make this? I'm
Yeah.
intrigued as to what went into
How
this,
it got
because
this
it's
way.
just it's unlike any whiskey that I have any familiarity with. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. What you got, Cole?
It sounds good. All right. I also agree. American single malt, but that was more of just a stab in the dark. It's probably not a rye or any other country's
I know,
whiskey.
right?
I could
Yeah.
see this being a bourbon, but I was leaning towards ASM.
Yeah.
Secondary grade, I said not applicable for that reason. Then I just hedged it up. Brand, I said Grand Canyon Distillery, which is one of those pours that I still haven't drank it, but think maybe this is what it would taste like to drink Grand Canyon Distillery. Shout out to Marco. Strawberry Fields. Nice. Distillery, I said Clarkville. This might be what someone from New Zealand would make. Proof, I went a little higher. I went 92, just a little bit higher. Two proof point or 2 percentages higher, going from 44 to 46. Age, I went less. I actually went 2 years. This is very young to me, but not overwhelmingly young. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were right at about 4 years. Finished, I took a stab here and said no, just blatant no. This might just be what someone put out. Bottle, I said Grand Canyon Distillery single barrel bourbon. And then I gave it a score of a 7.4. Not something I would really go after, not something I would even buy. But if you forced me to buy it, I would pay a level of 20, $30 now.
I was
So
gonna ask. I was gonna
yeah,
ask if
it
you
has
still hold
changed.
to that. Yeah, yeah.
No. So let's reveal. It's time
Yes.
to
All right, behind the
reveal.
monitor, ready?
All right, here we go. There is no sticker on this bottle anymore. It might be in my pocket.
Oh no.
Do you have a sticker on yours?
Yeah.
Okay, what's on yours?
So funny.
That is funny. There's nothing on there. It's empty. Yeah, it must have fallen off in the
It's a private blend
Okay.
of Found North.
I hate this. I hate this. Yeah.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
my favorite Found North. Little
Okay,
lame.
so uh like I don't mean to, but anyway, if you've ever heard
Yeah.
of the prime barrel,
Yep.
this
Yep.
is
I
their
have it
private
somewhere over here.
blend that they made with Found North stock. So
Yep.
this is Canadian whiskey. This is 53% rye, 45% corn, 2% malted barley. The ABV on this is 111.
Oh, that
Wow.
neither of
I
us get points there.
cannot believe this is 111. So
Yeah, that's way
yeah,
too high.
let's tally up here. Let's send it to break. We'll
Could
let you
be
know
anyone's
how the
game.
scores came out right after.
Yeah. All right. 100 or 1 minute and 4. Ooh, hate when there's a brand that we love that we trash a little bit.
Oh
So
man.
that's how it goes.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
exactly, Ben. Someday you'll pull that Grand Canyon distillery. All right, let's tally up the scores. We got ASM,
right.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. No secondary grant. I think we might tie here, and it might go to the proof because the proof was 111.1, right?
Yeah.
111.1. Yeah. So no points there. Age, any idea of age?
Oh, if there's any sort of finishing
10.
mentioned on this,
10 years minimum.
yeah, 10 to 20 years. This
There
is the
is
second
finishing,
private.
so you might get a point there.
Oh man. This is the second private blend crafted with the prime barrel, the first Web3 whiskey club, whatever that means. This
Yeah.
blend was created using whiskeys ranging from 10 to 20 years. It was formed around
Cognac,
two rye components aged in cognac and sauterne
That's where
casks.
Brian just got his points. He said it was finished, and he got 2 points for that. And I get 0. 0.
All right, Cole. I'll be generous here. It
Mhm.
says it was formed around two rye components aged in cognac and sauterne casks. It doesn't say finished. We don't know if that was recast or if that was the original maturing cask.
Aged. Do they even age Canadian whiskey in cognac and Sauterne or
I mean,
Sauterne?
to my knowledge, no one does.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it to you. I'm
Okay,
totally
all
gonna
right.
give it to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Appreciate
It
it.
was finished. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's bring it back. Let me write down the time.
Okay.
So you won 2 to 0. Time is 1:02:30. All right, ready when you are at
1:30. Okay. All right, everybody, welcome back. So we tallied up the scores, and it was a ground-shattering, earth-breaking 2 to 0 here.
Ouch.
in favor of me. So what we were drinking was a Canadian whiskey. Cole and I both guessed American single malt. Nope. It does have a secondary grain here. So the mash bill, the grain bill was 53% rye, 45% corn, 2% malted barley. The brand is Found North, so 0 points for us there. The distillery is unknown, but it is Canadian, so 0 points for us there. The proof, though, goodness. Cole guessed 92. I guessed 88. It is 111.1. And frankly, this might be the biggest discrepancy for me between proof on the palate and what it actually is that I've ever had. I've never had something drink so under proof than this. Age, well, I've never had something drink so under age on this because apparently it is using whiskeys ranging from 10 to 20 years, and I guessed 4 and Cole guessed 2. So yeah. Finished. Cole gave it to me here because it says here it was formed around 2 rye components aged in cognac and sauterne casks. And we generally know Canadian is not aged in cask types such as those. So we believe these were re-racked. So Cole was generous and gave me the winning 2 points there. Bottle, of course, we did not get it. It was the Prime Barrel Private Blend Found North Cask Strength Whiskey. So Cole and I both rated this around the C- territory, and I won 2 to 0 here. What do you think, Cole?
I think that puts you up 3-1 this season. So I got to catch up real quick.
Oh man, yeah, you got a mountain to climb here.
Yeah, seriously. I hate it when I'm 3 behind. Well done though. You guess I was on the fence about that finishing, but I just could not think of a finish. Like I could think of maybe like a brandy or not a pear brandy cask or something like that, or maybe even like some sort of yeah, something like that. And but I was like, what's the chance that this is a pear brandy cask? And there was no chance.
If you like, you're saying pear brandy now, and I like,
Mhm.
I feel like I could see that, but and I assume you still have some in your Glen, right? Because for me,
Right.
now that I know what it is, I'm big on the like caramel apple train. I
Yeah,
feel like
there's definitely caramel.
yeah, and I cannot believe that this is 111 proof. This is just
Mhm.
insane.
Yeah.
The flavorfulness of this and the ethanol heat is so 86 proof to me.
Yeah.
that I can't believe it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for those joining us live. The win goes to Brian. The score for the season is 3-1. Brian in the lead. Hope you guys enjoy. I am heading off of this meeting into a Christmas opening of presents with my
Ooh,
wife's family. So, hope you
hey,
guys are having an even better time than that. So, any other thoughts, Brian, before we close it out?
I hope you get everything you wanted from your second
Dude,
present opening.
knowing my in-laws, they do that. So hope you guys
Hey.
enjoy. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time on Chill Filters, the Reentry Buzz. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Peace.
As Emma says,